DNA is this? DNA is the building blocks of our current modern society, whether we really realize it or not. This is mainly due to the fact that throughout all of human history, we have always been bending nature to our wills, especially when it comes to plants and animals. This can especially be seen with how we domesticated animals. We would selectively breed only the specific ones that we actually wanted. And even though we didn't really realize it yet, we were using the DNA of creatures to help benefit ourselves. And while we still do this today, because of our better understanding of DNA and newer technologies, we are able to enhance this to a very shocking and honestly disturbing degree, where we can alter the specific DNA of specific animals. And this is how we have like GMO products in grocery stores and other things like that. Now, one of the main things that DNA is also responsible for is disease, which is a very unfortunate side effect of it being how we live our lives. Luckily for us, we have a somewhat recent discovery of gene therapies where we target the specific genes that are causing these genetic diseases and problems, and we rewrite the genetic coding in order to help remove that issue. The only current issue with gene therapies is that it is really expensive because the plasmid DNA is super expensive. The plasmid DNA is what is used to override the DNA or the genes that are in the diseased cells. And it is worth like $100,000 per gram of the stuff, which is literally worth more than its weight in gold. And this is definitely not affordable for the average person, especially here in the good old US of A. Ow. Where we would have to pay for our own healthcare, and like that's not really feasible. So scientists have been looking for a way to make it more affordable. And recently at NC State, there was a study done which was experimenting on E. coli bacteria in order to see if we could get it to produce pDNA in more quantity. And so what the scientists did were they took the existing E. coli bacteria that had been already modified to produce pDNA, and then continuously did mutations on it to see if they could get it to produce more plasmid DNA. And then if the results were repeatable, then we could use that to harvest the pDNA, which would hopefully drastically decrease the price of it. And so it was found out that we could do this, which is great. Scientists were able to do this and were able to make like the best E. coli bacteria. Well, maybe not the best. There is still further experimentation that could be done to further enhance this, and there might be better bacteria out there that can produce even more, but we just don't know. But that's the cool thing about DNA, is that there are basically unlimited options available to us, which will make gene therapies a lot cheaper. Of course, there are questions, especially ethical questions, about modifying human DNA. So, unfortunately, none of us will be able to become Spider-Man or any of the X-Men. It is a shame, but those ethical boundaries are there for a reason, so probably good that we don't, because we could also be, like, making freaks of nature, but who knows. Hopefully with further experimentation, we'll be able to make it so that genetic diseases are a thing of the past, and we will never have to worry about someone dying over something that they were going to be born with and could not do anything to fight against. So yeah, that should be about it.